we're live. And we're checking to see how the audio sounds. And hopefully it's not too insane. Oh, one sec, you're not going to be able to see anything right now because I'm tabbed out. Give it a second, it should flip over. Okay, there we go. Our gunshots and sword noises and such at an acceptable level. There's no voices in this bit. Like the music. This is mostly just music, with some occasional whooshing sounds. And let me see if I can hear what this sounds like compared to me. Yeah, it does sound a little quiet. So let's just see if I bring this up to there. That is about as loud as I can get this compared to my voice. So let me pop back in. Right, it's gonna be frozen because I'm not on the fucking game. And we'll just I'll let that start again, and we'll see how that does. If I just sit here for a second, it should start the little cutscene again, and we'll check the volume. Because unfortunately, yeah, there's no volume settings anywhere in this game. Well, there are, but they're at max, and this game is very quiet. Okay, I'm starting to see movement on my side. Also, yours looks a little oranger than mine. Mine looks very red. Okay. In a second here, we're gonna get some music. Right now it's just computer chirping noises. Oh no, the Declaration of Independence. Get Nicolas Cage. There we go. Okay, how does the music sound compared to my speaking volume at the moment? That's fine? Okay. We'll do that. And we're going to try to do the tanker half of the game today. I'm not going to do the whole game. Like, once we finish the tanker, there's a good save point. We're gonna call it apart there. Because I do need to get some sleep because I have plans in the morning. But we will do the first half. I will pick tanker through plant just because I want to continue over, but we are going to stop after the tanker.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
I can try lowering my voice as well too, if that it seems like it's still off. Some nice pretty panning shots of New York City. Snakes in the rain. A little bit of weird motion blur on the edges of Snake's hood there. Which I noticed last time, but I think it's just that artifact of how the PC version works. It's pretty minimal, so I'm still thinking this is the best version. I actually own 2 other ways to stream this, but and more backflips. We haven't quite escaped them yet. Snake on the thickest bungee cable of all time. Alright, and we're into the beginning of the game at least. It's gonna be a good 20-30 minutes or so before I get to play the game, but
Our boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
hanging out with Ocelot. Alright, let's see how we're doing here.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
And Otacon looking a lot more
As
like
long
his
as
normal
no one
self.
gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Alright.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontation.
And this rain is coming down
The goal
in
is
this.
to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It
Good
would
morning.
be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
A very dark and
Recognized,
stormy night.
but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's
All
the
right.
digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Any minute now, they're gonna let me play some of this game.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Oh.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. It's their game. Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
Oh, actually, I might have to restart part of this. I just thought of
We
something.
need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Yeah, the 3D animated faces on the codec screen is a bit odd. I kind of prefer the Metal Gear Solid 1 like animated faces. I think like hand drawn animated. What we are going to do here is I'm going to restart the game if possible.
Snake, switch to first
how do
person
I do
view and look at
this?
the upper decks. See the sentries? Take them out in first person view.
Is
before
there a
they see
way to
you.
do this?
Change.
Like, can I kick back to the menu?
Do you want to save, Snake? Oh, you're not gonna...
No. There we go. Is there not a way to do that? Huh. Okay, I guess we're gonna just have to briefly restart the entire game, because I just realized I need to load, not start a new game. I'm hoping that that is going to smoothly transition over. I won't need to like reset up anything in the Streamlabs. If it did it correctly, yes, we're good. Okay. I forgot, because it's been so long since I've done this, that if you want to do a second playthrough, you don't just start a new game. You go into load game, because I already beat this on PC once. You go into here, and you load this. And then then it starts out like you're playing a new game, but this is going to have a couple of small changes which I really wanted to have in my game, which is why I went and beat this ahead of time. I've actually been playing this one on and off in between doing streams of the other games, because I wanted to get this taken care of. So we're going to skip through all the stuff we just saw real quick to get me back into control of my character. And you can see how much faster you can get into the game.
We need to get...
There we go. Okay, we're back to where we were, and this time I should have a few small changes later in the game. Nothing's changed yet. It's exactly what we just saw on the stream. I just am later on in the game going to have a couple of extra things show up. I'd like, if possible, to take these guys out. I'm not really going for no kills here, so we're gonna be tossing these guys, these unconscious soldiers, overboard. There goes one, because I don't want them waking back up, because I'm gonna be sitting outside here for just a second doing something really silly. I have to do a bunch of pull-ups. There's going to be some thrilling stream for a second here while I do some pull-ups. I don't think I can like huck him over the edge here. No, okay, that's fine. We'll just drag him over here and pull him down the little stairs and throw this guy overboard again. I would say he's going to have a sore face when he wakes up, but he's not waking up. Alright. And over the side he goes. Come on, Snake. Now then. Time to do some pull-ups. We want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop. And then we're going to run on up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop. And we just rinse and repeat this for a minute. I have to do this to get my grip gauge up. Because there's a trick I want to do, and you need to have your grip gauge maxed out. And the only way to max out your grip gauge is, well, doing this. You can do it slightly more efficiently in a much more dangerous area later. But I'd rather not do it in the much more dangerous area. I just want to get this taken care of right away, so we're just going to sit here in the rain, doing pull-ups on this stairwell. And I needed those guards out of the way because otherwise they would catch me, and they're very opposed to staying in shape. Also, like, man, it's got to be really hard doing this in the rain. Like, not only how slippery it is, but like how much extra weight all this water would add to your clothes. Come on. So it's 100 pull-ups per level of grip gauge. So I'm doing 4 per round, so that's 25 rounds. I think this is about round 5, so we're about 20% of the way to gauge 2. I don't know how many more I can do per set once I get to gauge 2, because you will be able to do a couple more because your gauge will be, last longer. So we're just gonna keep going in circles, flip over the side, do some pull-ups. Very exciting. I realize I titled this part of this stream the Sane bit. I swear, this is the Sane bit. I know doing, 200 pull-ups might not sound like the Sane bit, but it really is. Yeah, it's going to the gym. Most people go to the gym in the middle of a river in the thunderstorm, don't they? Yeah, Bethany was watching as I played through to get the first playthrough done, and yeah, there's no spoilers, but there's some bizarre stuff coming up here. And after now you've seen Twin Snakes, you can see like that was kind of the game that got most people into the franchise, and they were very excited for this. This was a much anticipated sequel. And right now, like from what you're seeing, like we've got I think what most people would want out of a sequel. It's Metal Gear. It looks substantially better than the PlayStation 1 version did. Like the graphics. You saw the PlayStation 1 version with the pixels and the polygons and what a horrible mess that was. And to go from that to this is just insane. and you get some more functionality. Like, you couldn't do this flip over the ledge and pull-ups and all this fancy stuff in the PS1 game. That's pretty amazing. And the visual effects of the water, things like, oh, I can take my gun out here. Let me find it. I can shoot these lights out and it'll actually affect how well I'm spotted. Like, that's nuts. I think you can actually shoot this light here out too. Oh, I need a real gun for that. My tranquilizer gun isn't going to do it. And I don't have one. Alright. But like, the environments are much more detailed and interactive. You can hide inside lockers now. You can shoot flour bags to reveal laser tripwires. You can... If you take your cardboard box and sit out in the rain long enough, it'll get soggy and fall apart. Hiding inside lockers before make me think of horror games. Any horror games in particular? I'm trying to think. I know I like the horror games I have the most experience with are like Amnesia, and then like, if you count the Resident Evil series as horror games. I'm really looking forward to playing Resident Evil Village. Outlast. Deadly Premonition. I suppose that's true depending if we're counting Deadly Premonition as a horror game. I haven't played much of Silent Hill. I've only played the demo of Silent Hill 1 on the PlayStation 1. I've heard Silent Hill 2 is yeah, amazing, but I have not played much of it. I think I might have played it once. Do they have them on PC? Maybe that'll be a good Halloween stream. What are they... I'll have to look into if the Silent Hill games are available on PC. I'm sure I could emulate them, if nothing else, but I don't like emulating stuff if I don't have to. Terrible ports from what I remember. Maybe there's mods. I'll have to take a look into that. See if I can get Silent Hill working on the PC. There we go. We got our grip gauge up to level 2. Now we need to get it to level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll do 8. So now I can do twice as many per set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, that is about a quarter of the way done to level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, Snake really is dummy thick in this game, isn't he? He is going to be alerting all the guards. There's some shading on that ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. So many pull-ups. So there's a way you can do this slightly faster later. If you like do the backflip vault over a ledge and grab onto another ledge mid-fall, it counts as doing 10 pull-ups per grab. Unfortunately, there aren't very many areas you can do that in this part of the game. And the only area that has an option where you can, do the flip over the ledge and grab onto another ledge is like full of enemies that you have to clear out. There's like 10 guards wandering around that room. It's a real mess. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to try that. Later in the game, we have to do, if we have to do this again. This game is sort of split into two halves: the tanker and the plant. And if we have to level up our grip gauge again in the plant, which I don't think we do, there's a much faster way to do it there, where you can just do the ledge grab. And it only takes like a minute or two to do. But instead, we'll just sit here doing this. Where's grip gauge level 3? Reveal yourself. And I'll point out what this is specifically for later in this part of the stream. Because I'm doing a shorter bit of the game right now in one stream. I want to show off some of the more interesting secrets. The kind of stuff that I might normally skip over if I was just trying to be able to, just more detailed, more like I want to finish this game quickly. I'm not going to be doing the all the little secrets and stuff in part 2. The plant, we are just going to be get the story, get through it, get out of there, because I want to get through it so I can get to Metal Gear Solid 4. But seeing as we're doing the tanker as a separate part, I'm going to show off all the little tricks in the tanker, at least all the ones I know. There's a lot. This game is just chock full of little secrets. If I can get through this. Oh, is it the mold line remover? Oh. It is. Bought some more stuff for building Warhammer 40k minis. I bought a cuticle pusher at work today because I thought it might work to do the same thing. I was like, you know what? Beauty tools are made of small metal bits. Hey, my grip gauge is at level 3. There we go. true. You're not wrong. Alright, so if we go into here, we can start looting some of this boat. We're gonna look through some fun things you can do here. Like this locker is... Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Why are both of those buttons... Uh-oh. We have key binding issues. Oh no. Hold up. If I exit this... There we go. Is everything still working correctly otherwise? Yes, for some reason, both my circle and my X were being bound to crouch. Which is not correct. Yes, now this is working. I knew something felt off when I was playing this for a second. It was just like the tiniest little things. 1 sec, I need to knock this guard out.
Freeze.
How do you move while we're I know you can move or no. Did they change that? Can you? Oh, there we go.
Are you going to shoot me?
Sure. Oh, this is one of the tough guy guards. Alright, fine. Some of the guards in this game, when you try to hold them up to get their dog tags, they're like... They won't give it up because they're not afraid of you. So if you shoot them in the arm, they'll give up and shake it off. But apparently that doesn't work with tranquilizer darts. Is who wearing a corset? Snake? I don't think so. I think he's wearing a harness. Yeah, I mean it's like a tied harness. What do we got around here? Oh, here. This is... I'm going to show this off because Kojima is very proud of this. This bucket of ice right here, Kojima was incredibly proud of. He showed this off at every single presentation they made about this game. If we look at this, and we shoot this bucket of ice over, and then we sit here for a second, with Snake breathing very heavily, each of these individual ice cubes melts. And the speed that it melts at actually does vary. If you like shoot it into smaller pieces, the little pieces melt faster. And that was something that Kojima was just like, this is the most advanced thing that has ever been done in video games. And he was like, look at how interactive the world is and how you know, I did that, now there's tiny bits of glass on the floor and you can see the stem of that glass over there and the top half here, and there was a little bit, you might not be able to see it on stream, there was a little bit of a like dark liquor pouring out of the bottle when I broke it. I'm not sure if that would show up on stream or not though, because it's a very subtle effect. There's a neat thing later too, like as far as like weird, bizarre little details in this game. We can see shadows.
Freeze.
Don't
Come on.
kill me.
And guards will actually spot you from shadows, and they're now much more alert. If you like pressed up against the wall, like where am I? If a tiny bit of your arm is sticking out from around the wall, they'll notice that. It's like right here, if I'm like sticking out too far, he will totally pick up on that. So we're going to need to stay a little bit farther back from corners than you might expect.
Freeze.
Grab some of these little dog tags. We can grab this guy and shove him in the locker. Yeah, the little wiggles they do when they gotta shake the dog tags off. It's great. We're gonna head this way. I believe all of the dog tags are names of the development staff. So when you're seeing the names pop up from that, it's just the people who made the game. There's one for Hideo Kojima around here somewhere. I don't remember who has it. It's somebody important. He puts himself on somebody relevant. Alright, we can get the ration. And yeah, so far, like I said, this game feels very much like what you would expect out of a good Metal Gear Solid 1 sequel. We can do this here. We can shoot this little fire extinguisher, and look! It sprays dust all over the place. And if there were infrared beams or something here, we would be able to see them.
Freeze.
More!
If you're going to shoot, then shoot me.
Okay, tough guy. Down you go. And we'll just set him back here. Again, little interactive bits. You can hear each of those sounds slightly different. Oh, a new guard just walked up here. You might be seeing him walking up the staircase right there on the radar just now. He's headed this way. I don't like that.
Freeze.
Are you going to shoot me?
Oh, two tough guys. Jeez. Alright, we'll head back on down here. We'll grab our first cardboard box. Is there anything here I can show this off with? Nothing yet. You can blow up these little watermelons, whatever they're supposed to be. If I wait for this guard to come back. You might see here we've got laser tripwire, and if you shoot this thing here, it'll reveal where the wires are. We can use that to safely crawl under.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat-worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Oh. Let's see what we got. First, we're gonna make sure we got all the ammo and everything we need, because I have been shooting around a lot of random objects.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Oh, don't worry, there's plenty of body hair in this game. Our flamenco vampire is just full of stuff.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is
Okay,
my
calm
life,
down,
my
Olga.
family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
If I just go down here, and then somewhere over here. Okay, I'd be a little farther over. I'm not as good at this little trick, but yeah, there we go. If you go back into just the right spot, you can crouch down and see Olga's leg. And very carefully and safely take care of this boss fight. Where is she? Oh, she's over there. Alright.
Take this!
Did she just throw a grenade at me? I think she did. Got her. Come on. Alright, I'm sure like 7 tranquilizer rounds is going to do wonders for that kid. That's what I point out too, is I noticed that when I was streaming Metal Gear Twin Snakes, they pronounced it the same way in Twin Snakes, but with a different voice actor in there. Actually, it was Jennifer Hale, come to think of it. That was Naomi.
Cypher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Okay. So we've got a new gun. I think you can shake Olga for a dog tag here. Yep. There we go. Olga Gerlukovich dog tag. And we'll pop up here. Also, because this is the second playthrough, I should find a suppressor for that thing up at the top of this. Do not shake babies. That's... I think that is the least of this baby's concern. There's the thermal goggles, and then this should be the USB suppressor right here. So if I get off the ladder here, perfect. And this works the same as it did in Metal Gear Solid 1. We do need to get this equipped, because there's going to be a guard, and I want to knock him out.
Freeze.
Hi, buddy. Oh, I think I knocked him out before he shook the dog tag off there. Lol. And the wet cardboard box. We'll get inside and take a look at that. Yes, we've got the cardboard box, and you can see snakes leaving wet footprints because I was out in the rain. And then we have the wet box, and it's just kind of it's kind of crap. And this one will fall apart really easily if you use it too much. And it makes your feet wet again, and you leave wet footprints that enemies will follow. There we go. Why though what? Why have a shittier version of the box available? Why not? Content. And as for why there's explosive wires in the hallways, we'll get to that. We'll be seeing an answer to that shortly. Oh, actually, where's one of those tough guy guards? I need to find one of them. I think this guy's one of them. Or no, is he a coward?
Freeze.
I need to find one of the ones that was like not gonna shake their dog tags off. Because now that I have this suppressed pistol, I can do something about that. Is it this guy?
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Nope.
Who's that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
Alright, we're gonna hide up here, I think. Oh boy. They are much smarter in this game, by the way.
Who's there?
Oh boy.
Is there somebody there?
Oh. Still technically on. We haven't gotten spotted yet.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Huh? What are you?
Okay, good. I found one.
Don't kill me.
There we go. And this guy, you see all the flies following him here? If we pick him up and we shake him, he'll drop a ration. You notice the flies are following the ration. One second. If I eat a ration, then pick this one up, it's a spoiled ration. And now the flies follow Snake. If I go into first person view, oh, I can't go in that door. I need to go in the other door. My bad. I thought that was the door you could go in. Let's wait a minute. Hey, there's the flies. Alright, they caught up. So yeah, this tanker bit. Tons of little Easter eggs. Like, just so many little secrets and interactive bits and moving parts to play around with. Oh.
Raven.
We can even call. Let's call Otacon.
Snake, that shadow,
It's him. No doubt about it.
but Raven was, you know, out in Shadow Moses.
I know. Maybe it's the last of his 9 lives. Or maybe his maker decided to give him another chance.
You're not serious, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Either way, we'll find out soon enough.
Snake, watch your step, okay?
Ha! It's like a tiny little Raven Funko Pop. And if you take your little gun, I will use the real gun. This is suppress. And you shoot it. It shoots little BBs. And makes a mess all over the floor. What? Wonder how long this would go on before it like lags the game out. There's a topic for another stream. Or if it like runs out of BBs at some point. Because they don't seem to be disappearing, like it does seem to be just like adding more and more BBs onto the floor. And he's kind of scooting away there. Oh! Oh! Oh, this is fascinating. I'm gonna have to come back and do this sometime. Just like let this run for a few hours. Okay, we've got a guard here.
Freeze. No! Ah. Please don't.
If you shoot him and knock him unconscious, he will fall over and land on the guard down below. I'm going to see if I can do another little trick here. Somewhere in this room, there is a poster on the wall. I need to find it. I've never actually done this, so I gotta find this one. There it is. Way over there. If we look with my scope, or my digital camera, I guess. There we go. There's like a swimsuit model on the wall. And if you take a gun and you shoot it, oh god. I have a silenced gun, so this should be safe, I think. It explodes and alerts all the guards. I can take a little bit of fall damage there. Just shortcut over to this side of the ship, which is where we need to get eventually. So that's fine. I gotta watch out so they don't see me. If your arm was sticking out around that box, they would definitely see you. That guy does not see me. Holy crap. Blind. Okay, we got a guard up there.
Who's that?
Oh no.
Enemy sighted. Are you okay?
Oh.
What's going on? Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
I gotta stop bleeding so they don't find me. And get into here. They will follow your blood trail if you're shot. So if you run into a hiding spot but you're bleeding, they will totally follow that blood trail straight to you. Whew. How do you... There we go. There's a way to press your eyes up against the grate here. And we can hide inside. So this was the locker that had the picture of the girl with the orange shirt on the outside. If you crouch down, it's got the back of that picture on the inside. Come on. I need to wait for my radar to come back, because I really am going to need the radar for this bit. Okay, we're fine. And then you've got this. Oh. Now then, how do I do this? There's going to be a sensor you need to destroy that takes out these laser wires. There's one up there. I think I see another one back there. And there should be a third one. Ah, I see it. I believe that is all of the wires taken care of. Yes. And you can actually see down there one of the spent shells from my gun still sitting on the floor, and another one here. When guards come to, if they're in like high alert mode and searching for you, they will absolutely spot that kind of stuff and use it to follow it back to you. The guards in this game are substantially smarter than they were in Metal Gear Solid 1. It's actually some of the smartest AI in the entire franchise in this game.
Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
We're gonna pull a gun out here just to show off some more stuff you can do. Oh hell. That guy spotted me. Where is he? Way down there. Alright. Carefully move down the hallway. Oh, there's a flashlight on this thing. I don't like that at all. How do I turn that off? Oh, you don't. That's why they spotted me, because I had a flashlight pulled out. I'm assuming this one doesn't. Yeah, this one doesn't have that. We're going to go ahead and pop all these light bulbs. And then we're going to have this guy come around the corner and scare us. But he's listening to his music.
Freeze.
And he couldn't hear us.
Don't kill me.
So don't wear headphones on guard duty.
Nothing to report.
You can hear a guy snoring. But saying nothing to report here.
Nothing to report.
And that is this guy up ahead here. He's barely staying awake. We're gonna crawl behind here, grab that. Gotta keep our eyes open. These pipes on the walls, if I pull out my USP and target them, we can shoot them and that'll blast steam. And if you're standing right next to that when it happens, it'll actually hurt you. You can also use it to ambush enemies. If there's enemies running at you, you can shoot a pipe to blast some steam in their face.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter. Keep her safe.
Yes, sir. Who goes there?
Come on. Oh, come on. Got him. And got him. Nice and easy. And we're getting into the last little section of the tanker. But there's still a few fun little secrets to show off, including the reason I was doing pull-ups.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
At the moment,
Okay.
every industrialized nation on
We're
the
going to go ahead and drop a little save here, because there's a few things to show off in this room, and there is a time limit.
Do you want to save, Snake?
So the normal way you would do this is you're going to walk down to the lower floor.
Snake, you of course know
Oh,
the
for the love
saying,
of
one
God,
for
Otacon.
all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Oh, Snake sounds so happy. Anyways, the normal way you do this...
Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their
Is you can
own
go
nuclear
down.
force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability.
And you're going to need to sneak through a few rooms of these Marines.
Of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a
And they're kind of all looking that way. You can see on the radar. You're going to go along the back wall. You gotta be real quiet. Crouch under the projector, because if you walk in front of the projector, your face will appear on the screen. It'll ruin it. Other option you have is if you look at this bit of the floor in the back corner, it looks a little different. Where is it? Not that bit. It must be over here. One sec. We're going to go around the back. We're going to crawl under there.
Nations building up their own Metal Gear force would think twice.
And we're going to
about
go
their
across
nuclear
here.
strategy when the
There
light
it
of
is.
military dominance spelled out by Ray.
Most people probably don't realize this. This little bit in the floor
The shift in
is
the
a
balance
tunnel.
of power will mean a new world order.
And you can go in,
The Marine
and you
Corps
can
will
follow
play a
this
central
tunnel
role
all the
in
way to the end of the
planetary
building,
affairs.
and sneak
Ours
right
is
up
not
to where
the
you
only
need to be,
military project
and come out in a
developed
little
to
secret
Metal
back
Gear,
corner.
but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's.
Instead of having to bypass all the Marines, you can just crawl under them and get to where you're going with no problem. There's one part where a guy's going to drop a
It is a fact that players in
watch
favor
or
of such a
something, and you have
policy
to
are
wait for him to
attempting
pick it
derail
back
our
up
own
before
great
he,
project. But I promise you that they will not
or he'll
succeed.
notice you. The other thing is if you get your grip up to tier 3,
Some say that the strategic
you can shimmy along this,
barriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from
and if your
Navy
grip
pilots,
isn't tier 3,
especially
you will
those
just
with
fall
submarine and air background. Not
well
to
before you
mention
get to where you
the
need to be
major
here.
player. But this project is vital to the Marine
This is why we did all them
Corps.
pull-ups.
The enemy
Now I
is
can
sometimes
flip myself
closer
back
to
up
home
here
than you think, gentlemen.
and
Always
walk
get
into the
that
next room.
I have a daughter.
And we're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to flip over the side.
experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
And we'll just keep on shimmying along.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right. Front. Up.
And because we did this, we get a special cutscene of entering the room from the catwalks up on the upper floor, which you normally don't see.
The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Oh, I got the special scene where they're all in their underwear. This is really rare and random. There's no guaranteed way to make this happen. It just occasionally happens sometimes.
The National Missile Defense Program was
Yeah, let's take a look. There they are, a bunch of Marines in their underwear. It just randomly happens like one. I think it's like 1 in 255 chance of that happening.
2000 was a complete failure, and the success of the 1999 trials is now considered a chance happening. There was no technological solution in sight, and the program was already attracting strong criticism from Russia and China.
Now then, let's go ahead and get some pictures of Metal Gear.
Of the
We can get one from here.
The fact that any development is
Yes, save it here. Oh, is this not the right camera? Do I need to use the other camera? I have 2 cameras in my inventory because I'm playing the game the second time. Let's try this camera.
Good.
There's one. He likes that.
President Sears forced the NMD
Let's head on over.
and succeeded in deploying the program. Some say that it was a military
Crawl
interest
right in.
with plans for the $100 billion program budget that actually arranged the legislative
One sec.
approval.
We gotta back up a little bit.
I have a daughter,
Let's try.
and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her
I don't
children
think that worked.
experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that.
I need the Marines logo. That's an easy one. We'll just get this right here.
Good.
Can I loop around? I can.
Chalk it up to old age. Proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render a great
That's the way down.
and start
Oh,
obsolete.
what's that?
There are also
Is there a
forces
camera
that are
here?
trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is
No,
about
there's
to
a guy
slide
up
back
here.
into the endless arms race of
Hold
the
up.
last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility. We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the right!
Ha ha!
Intruder to the left! Intruder to the right! Intruder to the left!
He's just doing a training exercise in case the anti-Metal Gear terrorists invaded the ship.
Intruder in the back! Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times. Getting back to the topic at hand.
Okay, I think I knocked that guy out.
Did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the NMD concept.
So now we can... Oh, he's standing up, too!
Lowered Start 3
He
series
fell asleep standing up. That's amazing. Let's get this camera out and get a picture.
bring Russia
Good.
revision to the ABM treaty.
Is there a way to get a picture from the middle? Because I wanted one from the front at once, and I haven't gotten that yet. That's fine. We'll just go down and get it from the lower floor. You can use this little pole to slide down, and now I'm on the lower floor.
Its specks spread across the globe like wildfire. And the nuclear race
We're
is
just
on
gonna,
again.
pardon me,
The only thing that can reverse its course
getting back to my
is
seat.
this Metal Gear ray. It is an undeniable fact that there is a force
Now
at
we're
work
just
in our
gonna
government
carefully
and in the military, seeking to
sneak
control
around here.
national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear ray bears the
picture of
burden
that.
confronting this party,
Get a picture of this.
thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path. This
And just
exercise
one
is
more
the first step towards that
for the
goal.
scrapbook.
The future of the country rests
There we go.
with you tonight. The brain drain of
This little boot sequence here is also, I believe, identical to the boot sequence you would see when you turned on an MSX console. Yeah, Snake can probably ID those guards now. He's studied their butts. That's how he recognizes people. He has a
So,
photographic
any
memory, but
codec
exclusively for
moments from
butts.
you, Snake? Okay, first up. You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. What's next? Oh, I don't think we can use this. What's next? Oh,
Okay. Oh, he's not talking anymore. Marines learning shows up really well. Okay, that's fine. What's next? You don't think we can use this? What are you talking about? It's a beautiful picture. We'll put that right in the front. Last one is, I don't think you're looking at Wait, it says I'm missing photos? I definitely
nuclear
took the photos I
specialists
need
in the
here,
black market
Otacon, but
created
that's
weapons
fine. We'll
that
take a couple
plutonium
extras. This is,
has been fueling a cottage
oh, maybe my
industry
camera
for
roll is
nuclear
full.
weapons since late
That's
last
possible.
century. Add Metal Gear to the mix, and the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over.
Come on. I think the PC version may possibly just have some issues with this too, because it was struggling the last time I played this, getting him to recognize my photos.
okay. I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The last one is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Okay, now we have all the photos.
Perfect.
Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Oh, they put their pants on. Fast dressers.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Okay.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has
Yeah,
to
you're
die
wondering
needlessly.
why they were putting laser tripwire bombs in the hallway. There it is, because Ocelot's a dramatic hoe.
We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
And there's our new Metal Gear. We'll be seeing plenty of that guy.
Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gerlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Gerlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Ocelot, you ruined a perfectly good coat there.
Sergei, Looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Why is no one shooting him right now? I mean, now you don't want to shoot him, but like...
If you wish to live, I suggest you run now.
I've never seen a man fire 6 bullets before.
You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Actually, he fired 8 bullets, to come to think of it, because he shot Krlukovic twice, then shot 6 guards. So I suppose being in awe of someone shooting 8 bullets out of a 6-shot revolver is pretty, you know, noteworthy.
Don't let him get away!
Okay, this game is about to start leading into the more ridiculous bits of it. The sane part is coming to an end.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
That's how organ transplants work, by the way. You get possessed by the ghost of the person whose organ it was. Recessive arm genes? No. Dominant arm genes. Because remember we figured that out at the end, that Liquid was wrong and he was the dominant one. You don't need to know that your genes are dominant for them to be dominant. Okay.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Now, if only Gray Fox would jump in and save us. These Marines aren't really holding it up here too well. Come on, Snake, it's time to go.
Otacon, we have a problem.
Oh, it's a thirsty robot. So reminder, this is supposed to be like a military project, and someone in the military was like, we need to make sure our giant death robot can roar like Godzilla. I think we might get a backflip here.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
Yep. Metal Gear backflip.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Okay. Well, that is the end of the tanker chapter. So we're going to call it a part there. And then we'll be back tomorrow to pick up with the plant. The plant is the substantially longer part of the game, but we are done with part 1, part of the sane part. Coming up next will be the absolutely batshit insane part. Alright, so I'm going to actually cancel that before it starts playing the second half. And say thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.